hold on. Did they give it to you?
Yeah. Take off the mask to cough.
Okay, see, this is a bonus. This is a bonus.
Yeah. The AoKs, the happy owners of AoK. We're not just family but friends. We have a laugh, we have some fun, just serious stuff, and when we're done,
Prepare for bed? Yeah.
and when we're done, do it all over again. AoKs, the happy owners of AoKs. We're not just family but friends. AoKs, the happy owners of Kent.
Hello everyone and welcome to the
AoKs.
So today we're gonna be doing something fun and exciting, which I don't know very much about, so I'm just gonna hand over to Nova. I know it's something to do with lockdown. So Nova, over to you.
Yeah, it's about lockdown but not locked out. No, it's not. We're going to be talking about some of the strange, weird, annoying things that we see during lockdown that we just want to have a bit of a rant about. So, yeah, it's ranting time, people. So let's bring the points. Shinova has them down.
Okay, number one, the first annoying thing on our list is when people lick their fingers and then open up a bag for you when it's like a bag for life. Lick their fingers to get an envelope, lick their fingers and do something and then give it to you in your hand in the pandemic.
So, yeah, it was annoying before. It's worse now. I personally went to the grocery and somebody was doing that was working at the grocery. I felt sick to my stomach. I thought, there goes the virus onto the bag. Somebody's dying today if she has it.
I've seen someone do it in front of me. I'll just go a little bit back.
Yeah.
I saw someone do it, and it was disgusting.
I think the worst.
Hold on. Did they give it to you?
Yeah. And I was looking at my friend and
I think there are habits that people have always had, which is
We
a
call
bit
those nasty habits in
difficult
Trinidad.
to let go of. I think the worst I've seen is someone at a grocery, working at a grocery, working in a section, the bread section, and they were literally, putting rolls into, they were bagging rolls of bread. And what they were doing was, in order to get to the little bag, new bags, they would lick their fingers, get the bag, open the bag, then pick up the rolls.
I want to vomit.
No.
So you were there. Did you take bread?
Forget.
No, I didn't eat bread that day.
And the thing is, we don't even know
Yeah.
what day
Yeah.
we eat. Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
This is, sorry
Right.
guys. I feel like I want to vomit.
On to
Serious.
number two. The next
Please.
thing we have is when shop workers stand next. Okay, we're not just coming for the shop workers, we promise. But when they stand next to each other without masks on and they're chatting and they're having a laugh and they're
Yes.
having a joke.
Yes, and acting as though they're in the same bubble. That gets me on my nerve as well. Because when you go home, you go to your family, there's a whole different bubble. So sometimes it's like they might have children and they might have people who go to work and everything. And then they come back in this environment. They're chatting like nobody's business. And then when you need help, you go to them. Even if you are wearing a mask, they are not wearing one, as though to say, well, we work here. We are not spreading anything. You are the ones coming in with it. I don't like it at all.
Next to each other, bumping
Have you
shoulders,
had your rant?
joking.
I'm trying.
So perception is also important because, particularly if you're working in the service industry, people have to see that you are also complying. With,
Setting an example.
Yeah, and setting example, with the rules. So I understand the rant.
Giselle?
Too much.
like, when someone's talking around you and like sometimes like jab.
Oh, okay.
Right, we get the next number 3. This is another one. When people come next to you but really close, they're wearing a mask. You're wearing a mask. Hopefully you are. But they're like really close to you having a chat.
Yeah. You're like
hi.
Yeah.
You're like,
That's another one that's
away.
happened to me as well.
Step away.
Yeah.
We're not in the same bubble.
Especially when their breath smells that. Hi.
And you can smell it through them. Wow,
Yeah.
that's close.
Yeah, because the problem is, and I've had this happen to me. Somebody was saying, "What do you think about the lockdown?" Like, I think I'm gonna die if you keep talking. Literally trying to step back. I'm thinking you did. Besides the mask, you need to social distance, please. But it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I think people have to remember that the mask cuts down the risk, but it does not eliminate the risk entirely. So distance is still,
Important. Yeah. That's the time they want to tell you a secret. Go ahead, Jazz.
I know what else some people do. Some people do it on purpose and like put the mask upside down.
Oh, that's a whole different one.
I'm not sure they're doing it purpose. They might.
Yeah, it
And
might be on
sometimes-
purpose.
Sometimes I see people, they put their mask inside out.
Yeah, by accident.
Only they take off their mask to cough.
Okay,
saw
see,
someone
this
do
is a
that.
bonus. This is a bonus.
Yes.
That deserves a rant. That
We
deserves a
saw
rant.
someone do that.
I've seen it.
In
I've
a
seen
crowded
it.
space.
I've seen people take off their mask to talk. Can you imagine? They take off their mask
when
to
they're
say
near
something.
someone.
Yeah. You know what they say? And, yeah. I know you wouldn't hear me. I'm like,
That's a good point, Jazzy.
yeah, that was a good one. High five for that.
You brought
Yeah.
one in. You brought one in.
You brought it
okay. Number 4. Next one. Mask problems. Okay, I think we've all gone through either one of these. Smelly breath under your mask, or you can't see through your glasses because the mask should be over your nose. It's just fogging everything up. Fog. You can't see. You're walking blindly. The foggy one I get all the time. The breath one I've had, but the foggy one, I'm in the store like this because I can't see a thing at all, and then I feel bad for moving my mask, but I can't see.
So this is a true thing. The first time I put a mask on, I can't remember what happened, but I was shocked by my own breath. I ain't even gonna lie. Put the mask on. I was going through life good until I said something, and I thought, Jesus, man, the smell that came back. I thought, no, did you really brush your teeth properly today? After that, I learned a good lesson. Forget social distancing. Wash your throat.
20 times a day.
Wash your throat before you put that mask on. I know some of you all went through the same thing, but you don't want to say it. I'll say it for you. Wash your throat, Listerine, brush your teeth, put something extra in your mouth, double fresh mint.
Instead of brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, brush your teeth for 20.
Yeah,
Like
please.
washing your hands for 20 seconds.
But then
She was saying, let's just go in the bathroom quickly, like boom, like every time. Just go and get a clean.
Oh, did you want to say anything about that?
No.
Cool.
Okay, so number 5. The next one is people wearing masks and not covering their nose. I don't know why you think when someone coughs and sneezes and all over, whatever it is, whether it's the cold, whether it's the word that we won't say, that it's gonna go past your nose and say, oh, hello, it's a nose, and then go through the mask to your mouth. It's coming into your nose.
To me, right, rant time is dangerous enough to have your eyeballs out because that thing is going by your eyes. But then your nose, I'm like, you have a mask on and then you're leaving your nose out. I don't think some people realize that what they're doing is wrong, but somebody needs to tell them it's to cover your nose and your mouth. If it was possible, it's cover your eyes, but that's why they have that clear
It
thing.
should be on the government
The visor.
news.
The visor.
One thing that's bad is that sometimes I dream that people if they cough in their mask, they put it on their eyeballs like a sleeping mask. Then they use their sleeping mask as a mask.
Oh, you mean so they can cover everything? She's saying so they cover everything.
So they put no.
But it's
So
No,
after
no, no.
they cough into
No,
their
you
mouth,
know
they put it on
she thinking because of the way the sleep mask looks. Some people use it as face mask and then they put it in their eyes in the night.
when someone like goes by you and, and someone like sneezes like Jesus, don't go by me.
I thought you talked about the sneezing before. You really don't like when people spray it in your face. Yeah, we say don't spray it, and she's right. I think that's a pet peeve for Jazz. So if you come to talk to Jazz, stay 2 meters away, if not 4.
Because when we
All year round.
No, when we were watching Hamilton, there was a kid.
Oh gosh, oh Lord. Okay,
No,
okay.
no,
Don't spoil it
let's
for
keep
them.
going. Yeah,
Okay.
you need to watch Hamilton yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so number 6, the next one is people wearing a visor without having a mask underneath. We first want a medical perspective. Of if you should be wearing the mask and the visor, or if it's okay to get away with just the visor.
Well, technically, as far as I understand, you should wear both. You should, because you need.
And if it's a choice between the two.
What's a visor?
I mean, if it's a choice between the two, then you should wear the mask, because the visor really is technically for droplets that can get into the eyes. It conceivably you have to be quite close for that to become an issue where somebody is really kind of
So while you're dealing with
out.
patients and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're doing what are they call it aerosol generating procedures, and you have to wear special, not just the ordinary type of mask, surgical mask. You have to wear special masks for that, and then you have to wear visors for those special occasions.
So that's why it has that thing on the inside as well, and look almost like a cushion, so that things can come from above either.
Yeah. I mean,
because protecting
but
the
that,
eyes.
that is really more for comfort because it can come in from the sides.
Oh, okay.
If you're working in ITU or working very, very close to patients who are COVID-19 positive, you have to wear very, very high powered stuff, which there's full sealing around your eyes and special, extra special. But for the rest of us, generally, I would say, yes, it adds some level of protection to wear the visor. But if you're going to wear the visor, really, you should also wear the mask together with it.
First of all, I've seen some visors with spit on it because when you're talking, it's hitting there. I've seen some visors where you could see everything misting up because of the heat from the mouth. And then on top of that, that mucus is going out to people. You don't think because you're wearing that you can go close to people. It's horrible. It's horrible. If you're wearing a visor, don't come close to me. I'm telling you.
And
I love my life.
On that note,
You're
Friendly.
very right, Mummy. Because people in lockdown, like they go down talking to you like this. Mum was wearing a visor, and then I saw them spitting, but breath coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it shows on the visor. Yes, Shinova.
okay, so number 7 and the last one is when you watch live shows. So you're watching from home. It's a show that's going on live, and people are getting too close to each other, and they're not family.
Yes. Yeah, rant again. I know on the news I've seen it. Even they've made some adverts and different things on the television to show us about social distancing. The person is wearing a mask, but they're not social distance. I'm like, why? If you're trying to teach us something or to do something that is supposed to make us feel comfortable, do the right thing so we know what to follow.
Yeah.
Because I kind of the little things, as you could tell.
Yeah.
Because even when when I was watching an advert, they like everyone was social distance, but then when they went to propose, they were like not social distancing. But everyone else around them was social distancing, but not them.
Who, the couple?
Yeah.
No, if they're getting engaged, most likely they've been seeing each other and close to each other a lot. So hopefully they're being safe. If not, one could be bringing COVID for the other. You're right.
That there are live shows that they have said that people are staying in the same bubble. Something like Strictly Come Dancing.
Yes.
They've all been in the same bubble.
I
It's
understand
fine.
that.
It's nice to see people close to each other. It is nice when you see it. But I would like to know that they are together.
Yeah.
Bubbling.
Yeah. True.
And our last one, this is a bonus one. So you've had your 7. We're here for an 8. One thing that is uncomfortable, so it's not annoying, it's a little bit uncomfortable, is when you watch shows that were recorded before and you see how close people are in the show. So sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. Sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, remember when life used to be like that?
Yeah.
Just a year ago.
Yeah. We're not even into a total year yet, but it's amazing how the body and the mind adjust.
Yeah.
So that you're seeing them and you're like, watch out. Like, you saw a movie from 1970 something. You're like, no, you're too close. They're like, no, you're too far. So we have to adjust our mind. It's kind of difficult to get out of reality and watch television. Yeah, but...
And I suppose also for, particularly if you're working in working outside and you're not fully on lockdown and you have to work, it actually it feels sometimes as though you're naked if you don't have your mask on. If you're about to go into a situation where you're seeing patients or you're about to go into the shop, I think some people are still finding it hard to really adapt. But for me, I've got to a point now where it's like it just feels my breathing should not be this comfortable if I'm in this environment. So it's a sad thing, but it is necessary to keep everybody safe.
So sometimes I'm watching like animated shows that are like, OMG, you're going too close. And then sometimes one of them sneezes when they're like here, and then the snot goes all over the other person.
And you remember it's cartoon.
And I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah, it's cartoon.
That's to tell you what affects you, even watching fake stuff. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. What about you, Giselle?
Like when someone goes too close to the movie, sometimes they cut it up, like cut, be 2 meters apart, like a director comes up, does this.
Oh, so you are looking at it and you're thinking you should stop and separate, please.
So if you need to hire Giselle as your separator in your shows, you know you got someone who'll be like, hey, this does not look like 2 meters. Yes, I would say she's here for hire outside of school times.
Yes.
So there you have it. We have ranted, we have commented, we have protested and aired our views. Why don't you comment down below what your pet peeves have been, particularly when it comes to issues relating to lockdown and social distances and COVID and keeping safe. At the end of the day, we need to keep each other safe. We need to obey what the public health measures are in whichever part of the world that you're in, because this thing is international, right? So that's been us, the AoKs. Subscribe, like, comment, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you next time in our video.
Bye.